Hello everyone and welcome to another video. As always, if you're new, my name's Emma. I'm an illustrator based in Sheffield and these are my daily-ish vlogs. And I want to be fully transparent because sometimes when you see things on YouTube, on Instagram and elsewhere, you can get the impression that everyone's always productive all of the time. And that is just not the case. Today I have done nothing but sit on the sofa in my pyjamas and watch Netflix. Now, I'm being honest, it's 5 o'clock and I've only just had a shower and got into some clothes that aren't my pyjamas. So just put that into perspective in your own lives as well. If you're ever feeling a little bit rubbish, if you're ever feeling a little bit like, oh my goodness, I should be doing something, then yeah, we're not machines. We don't have to be doing things all the time. Give yourself a break and enjoy living, for crying out loud. Yeah, basically that was my little pep talk for the morning, or the afternoon I suppose it is. But now, before I start my evenings relaxing, I'm going to get my iPad on and I am going to do a little bit of work. So the other day I was at a market and I realised I've got a load of old designs for cards. Some of them are new designs that I'd like to kind of rehash. Some of them are really old designs that I'm coming to the end of my stock of cards of, and I need to decide if I want to reprint that design or kind of rejig it. So I'm going to be on my iPad just playing around with some kind of rejigging kind of ideas, and I might make some of them into stickers as well. So I've got a couple of stickers that have been going really well. One of them is my stretchy cat, and another one is it's my sticker year of cats sticker thing. But the stretchy cat sticker, I drew that at the same time as a delicious pigeon, which is on a postcard. They're both on postcards and one of them's on a poster. But I was talking to this person at the market the other day and we were talking, and I really should be getting that pigeon on a sticker. And while I'm there and while I'm doing these little redesigns, I might as well see if any of those new redesigns would fit stickers too. All of my stickers that I order, by the way, are paper stickers. So even though they've got a silicone back, they are paper. So they're a little bit less of a problem to the planet than a vinyl sticker, for example, which is plastic. And apparently silicone, the silicone is the non-sticky backer that the glue goes on, so it doesn't stick to the backing paper. And apparently silicone is inert. But I am aware that everything that I do, everything that anyone does, has an impact on the planet. So I am trying to be as kind of mindful of that as possible. So I'm not getting loads of them printed. I might not even do them as stickers, but it's something that's on my mind. And if I do get stickers, they'll be paper ones, like my other stickers. So in case you were wondering. So I'm going to get on with that. And I mean, most of the day's gone now. So we'll just see how that goes. Right, so I've finished that. I've come through. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and a little bit of dinner. It's 7 o'clock now, apparently. So I've spent about 2 hours-ish on that little illustration. It was a little rehash of an illustration I did ages ago. I might use it, I might not, but at least I've got the option now. And it's been good to do something while not feeling like I had to go to the studio or like sit at a desk and do some things. Sitting on the sofa doing a little bit of work is just as important as doing, you know, other more formal types of work. So I'm glad I at least done something today. But remember, you don't have to. Like, freedom is being able to do whatever you want to do. And I'm not here to judge your life. You do you. If you want to go to work in an office, you go for it, girl. But I think for me, as long as, and I've always been like this, always, as long as my bills are paid, any other money I get is just a little bonus. And basically, I value my free time more than I value striving for more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Whether that's like more responsibility at work or more money or more, I don't know, more material things, bigger houses, bigger cars and all that kind of stuff. I've never been that kind of person. I remember me and my pal at school talking about jobs and things that we wanted. And they said that at the time they wanted a job with a briefcase. That's all they wanted. That's what they knew they wanted. They wanted an office job with a briefcase. And I didn't want any of that. I wanted a job where I could talk to people and have a bit of freedom, where I wasn't tied to a desk. And I stick with that. And I like having an illustration job where I work for myself. I like basically being my own boss. I don't like having to flog myself to line other people's pockets. So yeah, as long as I've got like my bills paid and my small business is ticking over, I'm not the kind of person that strives for, you know, bigger and better stuff. As long as I've got free time, that is the best outcome for me. Your bills paid and free time. Nice. And so far I'm managing that balance. Basically the point of what I'm trying to say is don't ruin your peace of mind and your free time freedom for kind of flogging yourself and guilting yourself into thinking that you have to be doing life in a certain way. You don't. You do you. I am going to go and make some dinner. My legs and, dare I say, my butt is still hurting after my bike ride yesterday. If you didn't see that, yesterday's video was me out on the trail with my new bike, testing my new bike out. It's a foldable bike, and I got it a foldable bike because this house is tiny. But hopefully that will open up my life, give me a bit more freedom. But yeah, go and check that video out if you want to see me wobbling around like a toddler on my new bike with my brother. And yeah. So that's one other reason to take it easy today, is that physically I needed to recover. And mentally I kind of want you just to chill out and do nothing. Before I go and make my dinner, I just want to show you these tomatoes. Ta-da! This may look impressive, but actually this is the sole harvest from my tomatoes. I started my tomatoes this year in the garden in April, mid-April. And it took ages for them to ripen. It's been a really slow year for tomatoes. So these are the ones that look like they were about to turn, and I've been ripening them on the windowsill. I've got a ton of green tomatoes on my plants, and the weather is only getting colder, so they're probably not gonna ripen. If you have any recipes out there that you swear by, that utilizes green tomatoes, drop me a message in the comments, because I've got a ton out there, whether it's green tomato chutney, some kind of green tomato sauce, anything that you have tried and tested that you suggest to use up those green tomatoes, because it's such a waste. So yeah, any that have started to slightly turn, I've brought them in, and they do ripen a little bit. But Yeah, they're just getting affected by the weather out there now. Smell great. Yeah, they smell amazing. But that was just a little aside for the people who were following my garden journeys. So yeah, I'm going to leave this video here now. And I apologise for it if it was a very quick video or a little bit boring. But I wanted to show up, say hello, and I wanted to just advocate for the real, like showing the real life part of it. Like, what's the point of doing a daily vlog if you guys don't get a real account of what I do in a day? And like I said earlier, the internet can be full of falsehoods. You can get a really skewed view of how other people are living their lives, and you might use that to beat yourself up. So use this as a tool to not beat yourself up. I've been sitting on my bum all day, most of it watching Netflix, and for a couple of hours doing a little bit of something a bit more work productive. But c'est la vie, that's the way of it. And on that note, I'm going to go. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. So until then, bye.